Feel the thunder of the pitch, the roar of the crowd, and witness the rising of our nation. St. Lucia, this is the Semi-Professional Football League Season 2. 2 epic tournaments, 143 electrifying matches, 10 venues, 1 island, 1 heartbeat. From June to December 2025, 20 district football leagues will face off. Every match is a battle, every goal is a statement, and every fan is part of the legacy. Who will rise to victory? Play your schedule and be part of history. Visit semiprofootballleague.com and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube for full match fixtures, live coverage, updates, and behind-the-scenes access. This is our season where passion lives and purpose leads.
This is a beautiful game and this is what we love.
St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League.
Leveraging football to transform lives.
Dream big, make it your own. Home Sweet gets you any style of home. Be yourself saying home sweet home. With a home sweet mortgage, you are number one. Home sweet, home quest, home flex, home switch. Need a new home, we get it. Home sweet, home quest, home flex, home switch. Act now when you won't regret it. POSL. Bank of St. Lucia's enhanced home sweet mortgages are designed around you. Home Flex, a home equity line of credit. Home Quest, for professionals building new dreams. And Home Switch, time to bring your mortgage home to us. Home Sweet Mortgages, make it your own. Home Sweet, Home Quest, Home Flex, Home Switch. Need a new home, we get it. POSL. For more information, call 456-6999 or go to bankofstlucia.com. POSL.
In the heart of every community lies a dream waiting to come true as a journey begins. We dribble through life's hurdles, breaking down its barriers, looking beyond the horizon. Lessons are learned, friendships are forged, and strength is birthed from within. Beyond tactics and goals, we strive as a team. With discipline and perseverance, we advance. Through every kick, stumble, and victory, our lives are changing, and together we rise.
It's not just a game. Football is our life.
The St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League, leveraging football to transform lives.
This is the Semi-Pro Football League. Feel the passion, feel the vibe. Leveraging football to transform lives.
St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League.
Let's go! One shot to create your greatness. It's your time to make your name. It's more than just a way of life. This is more than just a game. This is one more reason why we unite with each other. So here comes one more season. This is football to unite the world. When we come alive, we just excite the world. Celebrate emotions and ignite the world. Let's make sure everybody knows it's the Semi-Pro League and this is what we love. Let's go! Oh, 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 this is what we love. Oh, 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 this is what we love. Let's play! Oh, 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 this is what we love. This is a beautiful game and this is what we love.
St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League.
Leveraging football to transform lives.
My journey into business began in one of the hardest moments of my life. In 2020, I lost my job from the hotel industry and my husband was temporarily laid off from his.
As a couple with young kids, at the time, we had to ensure that we had a steady income.
We decided to convert the lower floor of my home into vacation rentals. But we needed support to grow.
The credit union couldn't go any further and financing felt out of reach.
But everything changed when we were introduced to Elite Builders Capital, a product made just for us from Bank of St. Lucia.
With their help, we completed our last 2 units. 2 of our villas were inspired by our kids, Melo for Melody and Samo for Samuel.
Now we have 6 fully furnished villas, ready for more guests.
From the time I knock my knee, I think the eyesight go in.
But what's your knee have to do with your eyes?
Well, that's why I came for a checkup.
Côté Cox Optical, ou pas besoin d'appointement, avec examination yo toujours free. Docteur a bien indiqué un travail. Ou ça joindre lunettes à ce crédit. Avec Sionica discount NIC, ou kay joindre 50% discount plus. Changer. Frame pour lunettes ka commencer à $1.
Cox Optical, on jésus moi. Haya purchase là, on jésus nous moi.
Shop with confidence at Quartz. Get the lowest prices guaranteed. Shop with confidence and save big on appliances, furniture, electronics, and so much more. If you find a lower price on any other products elsewhere, we'll match the price. Plus, we'll give you back 110% of the difference. Plus, with Ready Finance, shop today and pay later. No fine print and no tricks. Only at Quartz. Bringing value home. Special conditions apply.
My name is Roycelyn Terrence and I've been riding for 17 years. What I enjoy most about riding, the adrenaline rush that comes with it. One of the reasons I believe that bikers get into accidents, you get so caught up in enjoying riding that you don't remember that it's not only you on the road. A couple years ago, I was in a bike accident, could have lost my life, but luckily for me, I had this helmet. This is what saved my life, and this is why I'm here with you today to share this testimonial. I'm telling you to stay safe, be vigilant, and wear your helmet.
Soufriere coming up against Mabouya Valley. Soufriere victory here. Valley against the all black. You sit back, relax, and enjoy the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2024 St. Lucia Semi-Professional Football League. We are thrilled to have you here with us today. Please be aware of the stadium's emergency exits and follow the instructions of the stadium staff in case of an emergency. Food and beverages are available for purchase at the concession stands located around the stadium. Beverages must be served in non-breakable bottles. Fans are reminded to show respect to the players, officials, and fellow spectators throughout the match. Please keep the aisles clear and refrain from standing in prohibited areas during the game. We hope you enjoy today's match and thank you for your support. Let's have a great game.
Hello everybody once again from the Philip Marsler grounds in Vieux-Fort as we bring to you another exciting matchup in the Premier League of the Semi-Pro Football League. Of course, the first game for this evening in the Super League did not materialize. Marsha encountering some transportation issues, so it was reported. So the under-23 or the national under-20 team, they would have walked away with the points. But the second game promises to be very intriguing. Mabouya Valley, who currently sit at the top of the Premier League table, they take on Soufriere, looking to make amends for their last couple of performances. Elijah Williams in your company alongside the critic, Tennyson Glasgow.
Good night, viewers. Of course, Eli just explained logistically what took place in the first encounter. However, we move forward with the competition, and as Eli indicated, Mabouya Valley, they sit on top of the table. So when you have a top table team on a Friday night football, and of course a team trying to crawl up the table in Soufriere, I think we're certainly in for one with vast interest.
And just let me quickly run through the team news for you guys. For Mabouya Valley, Daisy Joseph retains his place in goal. Kian Mondesi at left back, Travan Louisi, Govan Sebans Xavier. Tej Pascal makes his return to the squad. In midfield, Claudio Joseph, Brandon Sandiford, and Kanye Sandiford, the Sandiford cousins, they retain their positions. Alk Marquis, he is in place of Maya Stanislas, who sustained a nasty head collision from the last game. Ethan Okuli, he's on the other flank, and down the center it's Kevon Edward. For Soufriere, Cleonte Alce, he retains his place in goal. Christian Alexander is at right back. Malik Victorin and Wendell Joseph in the center of defense. Jadel Philip, who was deployed in midfield to start off Soufriere's last encounter, he returns to his left back berth. Anthony Herman and Jazani Jordan Henry, they retain their places from the last match. But Soufriere sees the inclusion of Inanko Sylvester. He has been a miss, a catalyst for all things good for Soufriere. And Shoma Simon is on one flank. Lee John, there's no place for him in this lineup. He misses this encounter. He's replaced by Nixon David, and Kester Je is down the middle.
Certainly both teams trying to show face in this encounter. Like I said, it's Friday night, and anything could happen under the lights here at the Philip Master grounds. Something's got to give. Meantime, a ball dashed into the area. Goalkeeper making a fumble, but clearly a foul on the goalkeeper, which shows the intent of the Mabouya Valley team. An early raid on goal. Excuse me, viewers, but you may have just heard a sound in the background which had everybody on edge at the Philip Master grounds in terms of support for the Mabouya Valley. This fan just came in and just startled everybody with his sound effects But we see a foul there on the goalkeeper, so certainly the ball will be going up in the next direction. But like I always say, it is one thing to view the live or to view the stream, but if you're here in person at the facility, you'll surely enjoy the frolics of the game. Why we always urge viewers to be part of the live action, when those games come around, because like I say, it is part and parcel of watching the game on television or on the stream, but the live reactions at the stadium, trust me, it really turns the place up, which I always enjoy. Eli, that's a little foul showing the tenacities early by the Mabouya Valley team trying to take this one into Soufriere.
Well, if there was ever a time, critic, to be distracted, it's now. There's a break in the action early on, as you indicated, foul on the goalkeeper for Soufriere. But this one is going to be interestingly poised as we recommence the action right there at the Philip Marsler ground.
Okay, we see a free kick there for Soufriere. Easy transition there for Mabouya Valley. However, ball went out of touch. And it's a throw in now for Soufriere. It will be interesting enough to see how those both teams fare after waiting for so long in this encounter. But you do have those issues sometimes in football. Remember, we often mention that football is life. Real life issues occur when it comes to football. So it's a throw in right now for Mabouya Valley.
Well, interestingly enough, Mabouya Valley, they dropped points against bottom of the table South Castries, their last encounter. They would indicate to you that they missed the services of Tej Pascal at right back, who creates quite a bit. Their talisman and captain was also missing that game. And Maya Stanislas, who is their leading scorer, got injured early in that encounter as well. He's also missing. But they still sit atop the table with 7 points from 3 matches. Soufriere, on the other hand, they sit in 7th position. They're clear of the relegation zone for now, but only have 1 win and 2 losses. They'll be looking to right that this evening.
Certainly so. Both teams coming at different ends and as they sit on different positions on the table. So clearly the objectives are set by the technical team on what those teams need to try to achieve in this encounter. Again, those games are not scripted. Certainly those teams have to play off their socks and see how best they can change fortunes or play the game in their favor. And as we speak, we see the Mabouya team on the attack on the right side. Ball goes out of touch, and it's a throw-in from Soufriere. I like the pace of the game from the onset. It clearly shows that both teams are up for the encounter this evening.
Yeah, interestingly enough, Lee John is missing. All-action wide player for Soufriere, but Inanko Sylvester is back in the fold. He's missed the last 2 games for Soufriere. So a little bit of creativity missed on the flank, but a little bit of creativity gained in the middle of the park.
Certainly so. I would love to see majority of the teams play at full strength, but then again, you know how this sport is. You have those niggling injuries. You have players who are not always available due to circumstances beyond their control. But you could still see the fight when other players get their opportunity. As a matter of fact, Eli, when you are a substitute or a non-starter, when you get those situations where you can start a game, you really want to showcase yourself to the coaching staff to show your worth, that despite a key player might be missing, but you have enough in you to hold a position.
Yeah, you want to make that position your own, as a matter of fact. The idea is to keep your teammate out of the squad, and that shows the strength in the depth of the squad. And of course, anybody getting an opportunity in this premier division of the Semi-Pro Football League will want to maintain that foothold in the game. So all to play for Soufriere. They want to demonstrate their prowess. Mabouya Valley, who started off the season pretty well, they want to continue along that vein and add to their tally at the top of the table.
Sure bet. And I'm certain, Eli, that the coaching staff of the Mabouya Valley team may have just looked far-fetched into the fixtures, although you have to play those games game by game. But sometimes you want to stretch it to a certain extent so players can have a semblance of what is ahead and how they should approach those games.
Yeah, Elias Henville missing in the middle of the park as well, the captain for Mabouya Valley. But interestingly enough, Tej Pascal is on the left back position this evening as opposed to his familiar right back role. So let's see if he can contribute similarly in terms of adding to the attack from the left flank this evening.
Yeah, so I saw this bit of change. I would probably think that's probably down to an injury or somebody's missing. But again, it shows his ability to play on either flank. But interesting enough, I know him to be a right footer. So basically, he just has to flip his mindset as per how we should go about doing it. But that's a very interesting observation. As a situation, defense for Soufriere coming up trumps, getting the ball out of the area. However, still not clean enough. And we see the left back clear up field. Possession is retained by the Mabouya Valley team. They continue on the right side. Ball goes out of touch. Yeah, young Tej again, young head, good football brain. Let's see how we can adapt to playing at left back tonight.
Yeah, last game, Zach Sandiford was the one who deputized in the fullback area. He did pick up an injury critic towards the back end of that game, so that may explain the switch around for Tej Pascal at left back this evening, as we see Soufriere trying to play this one forward, and goalkeeper for Mabouya.
Certainly right all the way, playing as a sweeper keeper, coming out and just making it easy, making it light work for his defense. Servants on chase, but the goalkeeper, good communication between the two, and the goalkeeper just did his bit. We see Servants in control right now. You could see the red, is it locks or is it braids? Trying to pull this one up, feel, I wouldn't call it anger, but just a little demonstration of what he wanted his attack to do. He normally gets this ball up to a certain extent and then throws in a long pass that he wants his attackers to get to the end of. So that's one of the tactics I've observed by the Mabouya Valley team.
Yeah, two very cultured left footers in this game. Govan Xavier, and of course on his opposite to him is Jardel Philip for Soufriere. Expect both of them to play an integral part in their team's build-up and success even.
Young Tej looks quite comfortable in left back, able to use both feet, able to try to find his player upfield, but it's a throw in favor of Mabouya Valley. Tej in possession, throwing in right now. Mabouya Valley showing good guile right there. There's a little ding pass, back pass, sort of this guy's pass. These are little tricks the players pick up, but they continue to mount with their progress. It's a throw in now for Mabouya Valley. Searching pass up. Interesting enough. Ball is within the area, Eli. However, loose pass there by Mabouya Valley. Plays towards the right side. Young Tej just faking it out. He's a really good player. I'm impressed with Young Tej.
He wears number 18. He's 18 years old, I believe, as well.
He's wearing his age.
Second consecutive match where we see Kanye Sandiford dropped back into midfield, a more familiar role. He would have played there at the senior national level, along with playing at the fullback position as well. let's see how that.
Here we see the Soufriere team trying to battle the way upfield. However, good resolute defense there by Mabouya Valley. They keep possession. Switch to the left side. And Tej showing good posture, good control. One touch pass, very comfortable, Mabouya Valley. We could see a reason why they are the table toppers. You know, they play with such confidence. We often see teams struggle to play from the back, but the Mabouya Valley team quite comfortable in possession. No panicking. Just trying to draw the opposition, Eli.
One thing I've noticed, though, the absence of Maya Stanislas, where they would have played that cross-field ball into feet and allowed him to be the focal point of the attack. It's more or less, as we see, young Tej Pascal getting in there. That ball across, attack sort of peters out and Soufriere wins the ball. But I was saying, you know, with the absence of Maya Stanislas, the build-up looks a lot more patient early on in the game.
Yeah, you'll find that because it's a normal individual not in there, so they don't want to risk it in terms of just playing fast or counter-attack for playing so. But like you mentioned, good patience by the Mabouya Valley team, and this is what they have done. They have actually controlled tempo of games. Like I mentioned earlier, we have Servants with this long raking pass from
Ethan Okuli there setting up that one, and oh!
Not bad at all. Good attempt there by Mabouya. Goalkeeper doing pretty well. Probably could have done a little better that shot, but we can clearly see the intent of Mabouya Valley to stroke that ball around and try to catch Soufriere with a long diagonal, which Servants tried out, but they were able to get on shot. But it's a pity it wasn't on target.
Young Ethan Okule, just 16 years old. We always speak to the youthfulness of this Mabouya Valley team.
Trying to force that pass into midfield. There's a through ball. Let us see what Mabouya Valley can do with this one.
And there's young Okule on the ball.
Clearly a foul in the situation. A free kick now to Mabouya Valley. The young number 10 clearly has a mind of pure attack. Taking that ball from the wing and try to work his way in field. Something that has been employed now. Normally you will see wingers in the past try to take the opponent by line, which is very simple to a certain extent. Now you have a situation where the game has evolved where you could go down the byline and swing to the other side. So there's a lot I see happening with this Mabouya team, and clearly they are a well-drilled team.
Yeah, critic, I like to say that the modern game has wide forwards and not necessarily wingers.
That's right.
Guys that can provide you with goals and assists. Brandon Sandiford there. That one just high and wide. But going back to young Okuli, Ethan Okuli, I was reliably informed that he opted to play with the Mabouya Valley team as opposed to the national under-20 team. As you can see, he's a very skilled player. In the absence of Leah Senville, who donned the number 10 for a 16-year-old to pick up that number. Anybody who's into football will know the meaning of a number 10.
And the responsibility as well.
Correct.
Yeah. But interesting enough, you say like he opted to play with his district rather than the national team setup. I guess, who knows, due to circumstances beyond his control, maybe the time, maybe the logistics and him getting to practice. There's so much that involves when it comes to local football. I was speaking recently to a coach, and I mentioned to him that it must be very challenging now with all the distractions that we have to see young players try to buy their time and become young footballers. Long searching pass, but however, he was caught offside.
Yeah, I think there are 2 or 3 players that maybe the national under-20 coach, being Stern John, would have probably wanted within the fold. They have opted to stay with their respective league teams.
Yeah.
For various reasons.
Searching pass there, good interception there by
Jardel Phillip.
Yes.
Cuts it out.
That's what I'm saying. You see, like for example, you see how he's so much influential at left back. Here we see a raking counter attack there by Soufriere, comes into the midfield, switches to the right side of attack. Looking to cross this one into the area. Very dangerous ball.
Very dangerous ball.
Goalkeeper doing and standing brave. Ball come back into the area. Servants in the midst. Clearance up until to a certain extent. However, we still see Soufriere. And of course, sort of a long shot from about 40 yards out. But again, good prowess there by Soufriere. Good passage of play, taking the attack to Mabouya Valley.
Yeah, so far we've seen forays by both teams into their attacking thirds. Of course, we also see some of the Soufriere faithful making the trip down to the Philip Marcelet grounds. This is what you want to see. You want to be there to spur on your team, be that 12th man.
Yeah. Should be a foul there in the mix. Immediate attention called on for the physio to come and give attention to the players. I see the referee has a card in his hand, a yellow card to be definite.
Yeah, it was an unfortunate coming together. I don't think there was any intent there. However, you would argue that he stopped the Mabouya Valley player from
attacking.
From attacking, yeah. That's Kuvon Edward down the center for Mabouya this evening. Not what Soufriere wants to see. Wendell Joseph, the one presented with the card there, he's hobbling very gingerly. Of course, Wendell Joseph, a mainstay in the back for Soufriere, not just in terms of his defensive prowess, but his ability to start the offense from the back. So Soufriere will be hoping that this is not too serious.
I think you refer to him as Rio Ferdinand, yeah?
Yeah, he reminds me very much of Rio Ferdinand.
There's a little stoppage in play. We see Sebans behind that ball. Of course, you only get that ball on frame. Sort of a disguised pass there.
Nice trickery there by the player from Soufriere, that being in the person of Shoma Simon, but he was not getting around Tej Pascal. He uses his body very well. It's always good to see a young player who plays with an old head, if you want to call it that. Plays beyond his youth, because that is the play of an experienced player there. Using your body to get in between the ball and the player. Makes your work a lot easier.
Yeah, he defended very well. And of course, Sebans was there for cover as well, but Young, he did very well. There's a through ball, Eli.
Oh.
Yeah. What it is there, Eli. Look at this play again. Ball comes into him. Look at what foot he's going to use. Clearly, he's a right footer. But then again, he could have opened up himself and used the left foot to go across. But because he is right foot biased, he just used the right foot. But if he used the other instance, he'll probably have a better shot on goal.
Yeah, but more importantly, there to me, you see the importance of Inanko Sylvester playing that ball in, well weighted, well into the path of Kester Ja, but he couldn't make the most of it.
Yeah, meantime, we saw Sebans went down a little earlier, was able to get back up on his power, but now we can see he needs attention. And the physio got there quick. Record time.
Well, I don't know if it's the commentator's curse, because I just spoke about two very cultured left footers, being Govan Javier as Sebans and Wendell Joseph. Wendell we just saw go down a while ago. He just sat down a little while again. And we seen Sebans down. Both of them
Similar
positions, yeah. And getting injured as well.
There's a little grimace on Sebans' face as well, like he's in serious pain. If you look at his reaction to the treatment.
Looks like to the ankle.
Yeah.
Him getting up gingerly as well.
I know he's a...
I'm not understanding what I'm seeing here. A critic is socks rolled up from the bottom.
Yeah, what they do now, Eli, they play with sort of a half sock to the ankle area and they cut the long sock to make up for the balance of the sock. So basically they play with two socks rather than a whole sock.
So they play with a sleeve and a sock.
That is correct. That is the new.
Thank you very much for the explanation.
That is the new fashion. That's the new way.
I appreciate that. Well,
that is the new way.
I'm quick to tell people nobody plays with shin guards anymore. They play with shin pads.
Yeah.
Lighter.
And minute shin pads at it. Meantime,
Sylvester on the ball.
Control.
Last year we saw Inanko Sylvester deployed more in a wide area. This season he's been very central. As we see a ball coming in there and offside flag up.
Yeah, got to be very brave to go in there.
But we see him deployed in a more central position, in a number 10 position behind the striker, but having the freedom to roam about the pitch and influence the game.
Yeah, I think this time he's given more license. As a matter of fact, development from 1 year up until now, you can see clearly he's a different type of player this time around. Because basically, like when you're on the wing, you basically have to rely on, the midfielders to pass into you. But this time, we have a more responsibility, and even his skill set to a certain extent has improved. Hence why I think he's given this responsibility to try to create the tempo of the Soufriere team.
Soufriere for throwing Henry back out here. Christian Alexander tried to one-time it back in. And now we see young Pascal.
Good defense there by the young man, good recovery.
If you were to pick out a weakness in Tej Pascal's game, you would probably say it's his stature. He still has a little growing to do, a little strengthening to do. But full of pace, full of ability on the ball. Has a good sense of positioning.
Yeah,
almost the complete article.
Yeah, he's certainly one for the future once he can stay off injury, because he certainly reads the game very well. And what he lacks in terms of size, he makes up for in terms of his position. So we now have a corner in favor of Soufriere.
Let's keep an eye on Govan Javier there, Sebans. Still walking very gingerly. Soufriere has not had an opportunity to test out his ankle just yet and see if it's in good working condition, but just keep an eye on him.
Yeah. Very poor corner, however, Soufriere still able to hold possession of the football. Better cross, there we see Young Tej, comfortable, keeping possession for Mabouya Valley. As we speak, Eli, in terms of possession, it seems that Soufriere have had more possession, but they've not made anything meaningful just yet of it. And I don't know if you've realized the modern day game, Eli, as well. Teams now allow teams possession.
Yeah, gone are the days where the concept of possession is king. It's not about how long you have the ball or how many passes you can pull off. It's about what you do that's meaningful in terms of your footballing actions.
Yeah, so meaningful possession.
Correct.
Yeah. Throw into Soufriere on the left side.
I think we saw the Vefa South team on Sunday demonstrate meaningful possession. They had loads of the ball. They created loads of chances. Won the ball back very quickly.
We're very unlucky as well.
Yeah.
Wow.
That one hit more in hope than expectation.
Yeah. I don't think it has landed as yet. Still making it way. Rather optimistic.
Still out there in orbit.
Soufriere dispossessing Mabouya Valley. Mabouya Valley haven't had their way just yet, Eli, as much as they've had some spurts. Pascal taking on his man.
Very well too, and
to
putting
get
a
that
very
in.
good ball in.
I think those two teams have shown us some good passage of play. Servants to the rescue.
And the first opportunity they've gotten to test out the ankle.
Trying to contest the call, saying of course that the ball came off the attacker from Soufriere, but the referee having none of it.
Yeah, did well enough there.
Yeah, it's a corner now to Soufriere. Of course, Soufriere have some tall players, and they will be deployed in this corner kick. They will decide to take it the short way. Poor pass. Players moving forward for corner kick, and they decide to do something different.
Yeah, as we take in this game, I just want to spare a bit of a thought and extend condolences to the Remy family. The passing of Alvin Remy, one of Satan's sons, brother of Ben, brother of Emily Remy. You would know her to be the coach of B1 FC, first female coach, I believe, to win a district league title in the Masha community. Alvin would have also been the brother to Andres Tiprai Remy and
football family.
Yeah, uncle to Gusto, who is over there in the US, Donovan Phillip. So condolences going out to the family. He's a young man that I've known from my youthful days, you know, playing football on the courts of Rockall. So condolences going out to the Ramey family, and by extension the footballing fraternity. Alvin would have played for Leclerc in Black Hat competitions past, and also would have played at the national level with youth teams. So as you indicated, a footballing family with a lot of history in St. Lucia. So once again, just extending condolences.
In the meantime, we see Soufriere in possession, trying to make their way into the final third versus Mabouya Valley. Mabouya Valley showing some sound defense.
A good ball played over the top.
Now it's sort of like end-to-end action.
A nice battle there. Defender trying to get the better, and Chardel Phillip coming to the rescue. They're mopping up at the back. And then immediately Kanye Sandiford winning the ball back for Mabouya Valley and scouring, looking to see what options are available to him.
Shot comes in. Goalkeeper undisturbed. Milk for the cat. And you're going to look up field. Meantime, a player is down.
Looks like Kanyes.
Yeah. Also, go ahead, Eli.
I was just about to say, you kind of feel like those instances kind of probably where Maya Stanislas is missing. His directness in those sorts of instances. It's almost like Mabouya get to the final third area, and if they can't find Ethan Okuli or Tej Pascal, they sort of seem a little bit lost and devoid of ideas.
That's where the quality comes in. Remember, that's why you have offensive players being paid more, because you need to have this composure, this guile to break down the low block to a certain extent. What you should employ, should we wait for one more pass? Should we hold up? Should we play a player in? There's so much that can happen within that area, but you don't have the time to think of all of that. And hence you see some players rush into the shot where shots are available. And on saying so, I just want to say good night to our good friend, Moving Coco Bellas, who's out in the USA.
Oh, he is?
Yes, he's out in the USA. Normally he has his position on the grounds, but he's out there in the US enjoying himself with his family. Enjoy your vacation, my brother. It's always
Indeed,
good. Yeah,
indeed.
enjoy your vacation.
Indeed.
Vacation is quality time with family.
Indeed.
Meantime, we see young Tej Pascal. Listen, this guy could play either side of defense, and he comes with the same tenacity and skill set. Here we see a foul, and Tej just having his way to a certain extent, but it's a free kick now for Mabouya Valley. We see Serbans making his way. Seem to have recovered from the little injury earlier on. Remember, he rides a motorcycle, so it's a situation. Eli, good block there, good defense there by
And another player down.
by Soufriere. But just to get back to Serbans, so if you're a motorcycle rider and you could do all those stunts on the stage when you perform, a little injury to the ankle should be a chicken feed.
Well, maybe one of our sponsors, that being Courts Unicoma, may want to employ him as a brand ambassador for the AKT motorcycle. Don't forget, if you are at the venue, if you've purchased your ticket, keep your stubs, because towards the end of the Semi-Pro Football League, a lucky patron will be riding away with an AKT motorcycle, compliment Courts Unicoma.
So what if the winner can't ride? You said ride away, or they push it away or something? Or
I guess so.
Or somebody might have to ride you away on it.
I guess so.
Yeah. But it's a corner now to Mabouya Valley. Can they make a goal from this one? The crowd in high anticipation of the opener.
Kind of see Mabouya starting to grow into the game. They had a little foray early on in the game, as we see the keeper punching out there. A little bit of a foray early on in the game. Soufriere sort of put their authority on the game for about 10 minutes or so, and then we see Mabouya Valley has come back into the game.
Yeah, I think it's a game of no one per se dominating, but just haven't had that meaningful chance per se, but both teams showing their skill set in possessing the football.
When I'm watching, and I'm thinking to myself, if Mabouya Valley has the ability, maybe they may want to play Tej Pascal as a winger. I think he has the ability he has that motor to get up and down the flank. We see what he does offensively. He can also assist and double up with his fullback to put in a tackle. So kind of that almost perfect wing player there.
And
or in a back three, he could play in a wing back position.
And he also can use both feet as well. I saw him putting a cross earlier on with his left foot, so clearly he is comfortable on both feet.
Sabans looks like he's fully recovered from that earlier knock, moving freely again. Underscoring what you just said in terms of his prowess as a dancer and motorcycle rider. Even winning aerial duels, critic.
with that height, eh? So that's what I'm telling you. Wherever he make up his positioning, he's always in the right position. There you see an instance again in the final third. The pass is not coming through. He's just searching pass upfield. Player being blown offside.
Sylvester finding himself in some trouble there. Brandon Sandiford pounces on it quickly, looking for the return pass, but scooped there by the Soufriere rear guard.
Oh, good defending there by Mabouya Valley. Henry, the skipper, looking to spread on the other side. Good defense there again by Mabouya Valley. Try to force this one in the field. Little breakdown in communication between goalkeeper and defender. However, defenders for sure will clear the ball because they don't want, not quite certain who's behind.
Yeah, when in doubt, get it out.
That's right. Live to fight another day.
Some loose passing there by Mabouya Valley. Good combination play there by Soufriere, trying to break out there.
And you have to play to the sound of the whistle.
kind of agree with the referee there. I think the defender won the ball. He did hold on to the Soufriere player, but after the fact.
The Soufriere player had to be a little stronger.
Nice turn there.
Not bad a game, despite the scoreline being 0-0. I see both teams jostling for position, whether it be in midfield or in the final third. But I think where this game has just dropped a bit in terms of the final pass in either boxes.
I concur with that. We've seen some good play in the middle of the park. A lot of tenacity. We've seen some decent wing play as well. Nice little flick there.
Young Tej.
I don't think too many players in the league can beat Wendell Joseph for pace. And he's not one to dive in either. You will see him stay on his feet, keep his position, and put a foot in to make a tackle when he sees the opportunity to do so.
That's right. They often say that good defenders are able to stay on their feet. Once you get off your feet, you probably lost part of the battle. That comes to mind. Remember Paolo Maldini, the Italian. I don't think anybody ever saw him on his feet. Always on his feet. Always on his feet. Never rushing or slide tackling. Good corner with pace on the first pole.
Probably should have taken it on first time there. Al-Kamaki, the number 12 there for Mabouya. Good control there. And oh no!
Yeah.
Calamitous for the goalkeeper from Soufriere, Cleonte LC. He'll want that one back.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Claudio Joseph for Mabouya Valley wouldn't be very concerned with the goalkeeper's feelings. He's notched, I believe that would probably be his first goal of the season. Don't quote me on that. But they say for you to win the lottery, you have to buy a ticket.
Yeah, but the goalkeeper certainly would, be upset with himself, sort of making a meal of this one. But again, like Eli just mentioned, if you don't buy a ticket, you don't have a chance. But good guy, good shot. Not too much pace on this one. But there must have just been a little bubble just before that ball got onto the goalkeeper. That may have just put him off a bit. However, Claudio Joseph will be praised for his effort. And Mabouya Valley, they lead 1-0.
Well, Claudio Joseph will tell you just the technique employed in his control of the football would have deserved a goal. But Cleonte Alce will be very upset with himself, particularly when he sees the replay of this. I think he knows what happened, but replays tend to make it look worse.
But the game was crying out for a goal, and we got one. At the half, it is Soufriere who leads. It is Mabouya Valley who leads versus Soufriere. Might be disappointing going off to this one. Disappointed, knowing fully well they had good control of the ball, and that's Soufriere. But Mabouya Valley would take their chances and want to continue in that vein for sure.
At the halftime whistle, Mabouya Valley is in the lead over Soufriere by a goal to 0. Number 16, Claudio Joseph, finding the Old Onion bag in the 44th minute. And of course, some more music from DJ Stanley and of course Boy South.
I barely know these songs. Well, you see today they wanna clock out. But tell me anything that I'll walk out. A ticket in my pocket and it pop out. I need a glass of rum to put in my mouth. Yeah. Well, you see today they wanna clock out. But tell me anything that I'll walk out. A ticket in my pocket and it pop out. I need a glass of rum to put in my mouth. My focus say yeah. On fire, yeah. My people love say yeah. When you see me club out, I the road, I the road.
say she like it. Sue say she like it. Sue say she like it. Sue say she like it. Eh eh. When they pop question to Tony, yes I do. Yes I do. Anything you want, baby, I will do for you. Bring down the stars for you. Bring down the moon for you. Anything you want me to, baby girl, I will do for you. Roses are red, baby, violets are blue. Sous mes potos, coco, je compte à la boue. Je me cabane mon tambour. Les mots passage, je n'ai pas. Well, I have the remedy, and I like the who. Well, I said, Sue said she like it so. 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 Sue said she like it. 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 Alright, our, Lucia, not there, not so. 2023, ladies. Justice for Johnny. Justice for Johnny. We want justice for Johnny. Justice for Johnny. Johnny hustling from night to morning. His woman cheat on him. Now he is suffering. Justice for Johnny. Justice for Johnny. We want justice for Johnny. Justice. The assets split in two. Johnny can't finish food. She give that to someone new. Now my man is turning blue. Wind up on Johnny, boy. Push back on Johnny, boy. Go down on Johnny, boy. Come up on Johnny, boy. Now wake up Johnny, wake up Johnny, wake up Johnny, wake up. Now stay up Johnny, why, Johnny, boy. Where Johnny, boy? Johnny, boy. Where Johnny, boy? Justice for Johnny, justice for Johnny, we will fight. make your bumper do like when you get a message, like when you post a picture up on Instagram, girl, take out your this iPhone 40, A20, Samsung Galaxy, no Pell, no Pixie, iPhone 15, S20, you could be Sony, no Pell, no Pixie, take a selfie, post it there on IG, top quality, let's have a record HTC, the way your bumper do clean, everybody watching and thing, like how your cell phone ring, you take a snap, send it for me, I send an eggplant emoji, the way you and your double keep talking for me, so I tell her, can you make your bumper do like when you get a message, like when you post a picture up on Instagram, girl, take out your this iPhone 14, A20, Samsung Galaxy, no Bell, no Pixie, iPhone 15, S20, could be Sony, no Bell, no Pixie, girl, no need no filter, when you take out the picture, no blurry camera, when you post on your Insta, don't do that baby, don't do that, don't do that baby, don't do that, don't do that baby, don't do that.
But I have a question, if you like your Friday, put up your hand, of course, if you like your Friday, put up your hand, yo, if you like your Friday, écoutez vous pas mêler, if you like your Friday, put up your hand, tous ces femmes là voulaient ton hélicoptère, voulaient ton hélicoptère, fait tchoukouk, 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 every girl now voulait ton hélicoptère, voulait ton hélicoptère, tchoukouk, 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 ça, et la boss, I gonna do it for property, I got Crown Productions.
Everybody gather round. We're drinking all our money till the joy. It's time to have some fun.
Welcome back to our game in the second half period. Mabouya Valley coming up against Sulphur City Soufriere. And of course, the boys decked in all black with the white stripes on the jersey and of course the shorts. In the lead by a goal to nil, Claudio Joseph netting in the 44th.
Sorry, have two.
At the Philip Master Grounds, the contest is between league leaders Mabouya Valley versus Soufriere. As the score indicates, the league leaders Mabouya Valley, they lead 1-0. Of course, now it's a situation, can Mabouya Valley increase the lead or can Soufriere make amends and pull it back? It's been a very intriguing contest between the two, both teams having a good balance of possession. And of course, as we always say in football, games are won within the boxes. So this far, Mabouya Valley team has ticked one box and getting on the score sheet. Let us see what we can gather from the second half.
Of course, Elijah Williams and Tennyson Glasgow, the critic in your company. I think Soufriere will feel a little hard done. I think the match was evenly contested in the first half. Both teams, I think, had their opportunities. As we see Sylvester chipping one in there, and the Mabouya goalkeeper not confident enough to hold on to it, still punches it out at the edge of the box, and players just broken down. But Soufriere will feel that they were in the game. They created dangerous opportunities of their own in the first half. And it was a goalkeeping error that would have resulted in Claudio Joseph's strike getting through and having Mabouya Valley up 1-0.
I find the Soufriere team, their luck this campaign has been so difficult. They play, but they have difficulties in getting the ball behind the net. And any glimmer of hope that the other team gets on them, whether it be fortuitous or not, it always pins them back. So let's see if they can change fortunes in the second half as they continue. One thing about them is that they never give up. They continue at it. And we must praise Soufriere for that.
Well, earlier on in the contest, I did make mention that Inanko Sylvester last campaign was deployed in a wide position. It appears that that's where he started off the second half, although he's more central as we speak. And we just saw him take a curling effort on as a good footwork there. Nothing happening there. Sylvester would have seen if a curling effort on goal.
Good passage of play by the youngster trying to break through in a low block of Mabouya Valley. Just too many legs in the area and he just wasn't able to get past.
I believe 2 changes were made for Mabouya Valley at the half. Kanye Sandiford exiting and Alkamaki not received confirmation just yet as to the replacements. Sandiford did go down in the first half, a bit of an injury, wondering if that's the reason, and if not, if it's something tactical.
Might just been because the Sandifords from since last season has been the mainstay on the base of midfield and also to a certain extent attack. So the Sandifords basically run the midfield for Mabouya Valley, and if should he or has he been substituted, I'm thinking that probably could have just been an injury. But normally those guys go throughout the 90 or just before, because they're quite influential and they seem to have a very good understanding between the two. After it all, they're family, and family is blood.
You see the Sandifords rule the valley.
Meantime, it's a free kick to Soufriere in a very interesting position. Just to the top of the box area, good angle. Should be an in-swinger. If you get that ball in the right spot with a lot of pace onto it, the neck muscles will do the trick.
Well, just Annie Henry over the ball there, the captain. Well placed to have a good delivery. Whipped in on the goal.
On target. Not bad a free kick at all.
Then for those of you wondering, why did he not just chip a ball in there instead of kicking on goal? That's the idea. You want to put a ball in that's dangerous enough that can be attacked by your teammates, and in the event that nothing happens, it's on frame.
Yeah, and again, when you hit that ball with a little pace, anything could happen too, because just a little nudge could get past the goalkeeper. Even his own teammate could have, created an own goal situation. But a good free kick there by young Henry.
We spoke about the Sandifords in Mabouya. You have the likes of the Henrys in Soufriere.
Come to mind, former teammate of mine, W. Henry. I think that's synonymous with a lot of district teams. I always find a nucleus of family names playing for various districts.
Remy is up in East Castries.
Mm-hmm.
And the list goes on. You think of canneries, you think of the Longvilles.
That's right. I think Denry has Fauchés to a certain extent. Yeah, so the bloodline, family names, tradition lives on.
Seeing Sabans winning that ball there and again cultured left foot, playing it up field.
Interesting enough, Eli, I can't recall a ball going over the wall at all, you know.
I was thinking that.
Yeah. And normally it used to happen before. I don't know. I don't think we have had an instance from last weekend any ball has gone over the wall.
Change of balls, change of footwear. Not similar technique, maybe. Myriad of things that could contribute to that. Of course, we are now in the summer vacation, so parents, I think it's okay on a Friday evening to allow the youngsters to stay up and watch some semi-pro football past their bedtime. Can make an exception on condition that they join a club and add to the footballing tradition.
Yeah, get involved in an academy somehow, some way. Get that youngster kicking. Because remember, Eli, the first sport, or the initial sport a baby is introduced to is what? What do you hear mother say?
Belly ball.
No. The baby just kicked.
Yeah, but there's no ball in the belly.
The mother balls. After the baby kicks, the mother balls, Eli. You don't hear mother say the baby catch. And the baby eat a 6 or 4. So the baby kicks. And then the mother balls. Right, buddy?
This critic guy will be the death of me, I tell you.
Him continue spread to the left side. A bit of a up control there by try to trick his opponent.
Tricked himself.
Yeah. Trying to put the ball in this area.
Dangerous ball in there.
Not bad a play. Listen, I mean, again to another phrase to that, they always tell you, Eli, the table doesn't lie. And this Mabouya Valley team is doing just enough. If you look how they play, they don't overexert themselves. Nothing flashy, but to a certain extent. They just stick to the guns. Keep possession and just keep working the football, making chances. Making half chances, and they continue in that vein. If you look how they play, there's no rush about them. You know, there's no rush about them. They just want to make sure that they get through to the 90 minutes, and they come out on top.
If you go back to last season, I think Mabouya Valley on maybe about an 8-game unbeaten streak. They ended last season very well. Funny enough, they ended last season right here at the Philip Master grounds. We saw some good performances put in. I think that would have helped them to grow in confidence. Of course, they have a young team for a little sprinkle of experience.
Yeah, in critical places too.
Yeah.
Especially in defense. And I often see that. I mean, it's all well and good. You have 16 and 17-year-olds into the fold, but you must be able to draw that balance of more experienced players to teach the young players how to manage the games, because the youngsters they come in with a lot of exuberance and a lot of enthusiasm, but they need that senior figure and how to guide them throughout the game.
Yeah, definitely what you get from the youngsters, their bravery. They're not afraid to get stuck in. They're not afraid to try things. But of course, the experience keeps them level, as we see Jadel Phillip venturing upfield there.
Don't give him a chance, I can tell you that. He can he can pack a shot from any angle. Remember, he's a left footer, and it's very difficult to deal with that left foot coming across. They continue in their vein on the left side. Ball comes across, Eli.
Good ball across, too dangerous ball, critic.
Another shot opportunity. Again, like I tell you, like this Soufriere team, they're just missing an element of luck just to help them over the line. The ball just ain't falling.
And Tej Pascal puts one in there. Maybe he should have had an additional touch. But the wing play of the left fullback, Tej Pascal. Hopefully we could see a replay a little further back from the wing play of Tej Pascal. Because that was just absolutely amazing, the way he wove his way through defenders and pinpoint cross straight into the path of the attacker, but nothing doing there. And there he is again. Upended, nothing given there by the man in the middle. Junior George is the official this evening. He's controlled the game pretty well. At the moment, Tej Pascal causing all kinds of trouble for Soufriere down their right side. The Mabouya Valley's left.
Havoc along the flanks. Young Tej making a name for himself on the team and also impressing in the league as well. But you just made mention of that ball that he was able to put through to the attacker. The attacker should have been able to stave off the attack coming from behind, because certainly he was ahead already, and just carry that ball a little more into the box area, thereby getting a better shot. But he tried to force a shot from on the outside, not troubling the goalkeeper.
Yeah, I think it would have served him well to employ the tactics of Tej Pascal himself. We saw early on him getting himself between the ball and the opposition player.
Yeah, and opening and extending that left hand to push off the attacker. It's certainly a good passage of play there for Mabouya Valley. We're just hitting the hour mark.
Game goes by so quickly, critic, when it's an intriguing contest, and that's what we've been witnessing tonight in game 2. Of course, if you're wondering, you're just tuning in and you're wondering what happened in the night's first encounter. Marsha unfortunately did not make it down to the Philip Marsler grounds, and as a result, the national under 20 team would have walked away with 3 points and I believe 3 goals to the good.
So that would make them the leaders in Tier 2.
Correct.
Yeah.
But what we missed from the first game, this game is delivering for the first game and this game.
Yes. So like a bonus. Here we see a searching pass.
Another ball coming in. Not able to corral that one, critic. He'll be a little bit disappointed. Nixon Amaziah Edwin, that is, for Mabouya Valley, the number 9.
Soufriere just giving the ball back.
Edwin would have replaced Alk Marquis on the right flank there.
Substitution it is.
Manish Pierre-Louis, I believe it is, in for Nixon David.
Clearly, I think this game needs another goal. We see a raid on the right side there for Mabouya Valley. Good 1-2 good wall pass, resulting in a corner in favor of Mabouya Valley.
Wendell Joseph just ushering that one out into touch for a corner. I think Soufriere will fancy their chances in terms of defending the corner. They're definitely the taller team.
See the players appealing for a handball. The official, the man in the middle, having none of it. Giving a signal for another corner. Would be the first consecutive corner again.
He's getting opportunities to practice his delivery there.
Yeah, but he needs to get onto the back stick with a little more pace.
Amaziah Edwin.
Because you have the likes of Sibbons in there, causing mayhem.
And he's a good head of the ball as well. Third time lucky, a good dangerous ball in there.
That's
another corner.
Yeah. This time is towards the other side. Let's see if they can be lucky on this instance.
I doubt it. Lucky plays for Vapor South. Good ball back in there by Edwin.
Relentless defending there by Soufriere.
Good combination play there by Mabouya. Jardel Philip was having none of that.
Yeah, I like when he plays at left back. He has more influence there. Yeah, good control in the middle of the park there by
That's Nathaniel Noel. He would have been the one to replace Canius Sandiford in midfield.
Soufriere trying to mount a little attack. need to keep that ball on the floor.
Tej Pascal, however, showing his range of passing in the second half.
Like I've often said with this Soufriere team, Soufriere, sad to say, Eli, but their best players are in defense and midfield. You need a potent striker, somebody who's deadly up front. And that's what they've been lacking, you know. All well and good, they pass that ball around, but you need somebody to put that ball at the back of the net. I see Tej in control, showing some good skill. Basically having some fun out there, you know.
Shaking and baking. Well, the focal point of the Soufriere attack in just a couple short years ago was a player affectionately known as Vardy. I distinctly remember him scoring in the Blackheart final. He's been missing for some time now. Initially, I thought through injury, not too sure exactly the reasons as it stands at this moment. But I think Soufriere has not been able to replace him at the front of the attack there.
And you see Servants just mopping up. They've been doing this from the first whistle. Sort of like, you know, the insurance, the cover. So when you believe that you've gotten past the defense of Mabouya Valley, in comes Servants just to mop up. See a player needing some attention.
Jazani Henry taking a shot that you may consider as ill-advised. Sort of suggesting that as the time ticks on that Soufriere is becoming a little bit more desperate in the search for an equalizer.
Soufriere really want to get on the score sheet. Soufriere who needs to take something from this game. They need those points. And I see they've been camped in the half of Mabouya Valley just to get that right blend of what they want to do. But ball cleared out by Mabouya Valley.
Another dangerous crossfield ball there by Pascal.
Pascal still in possession.
Oh!
Pascal again.
That goal is worthy of a replay or 2 or 3.
Pascal crossed, ball came back to him. Look how he evades the player. Get out of there. Left foot cross.
Oh, what a fantastic strike there.
And that is the true definition of why Mabouya Valley are the league leaders. Good piece of play, good patience, good skill by the youngster. And look at that finish. Just coming onto this one, goalkeeper can only see this one to the back of the net.
I'm tempted to say that that goal was all Tej Pascal, but it wasn't. Kevon Edwards still had a bit to do. That ball coming in there, sweeping it down low into the goalkeeper's right corner with his left foot. That was an absolutely sublime finish. And then, of course, the celebration. It's as easy as playing video games, critic.
Not just video games, you know. FC25 on PS5, giving you the Haaland celebration. It only shows me that those youngsters are really into football.
It'll be interesting to see the body language of this Soufriere team. They would have felt that they fought a good fight, but they are up against it right now. 2-0.
Yeah, look at the pace and control. Certainly have control of the game now, going up 2. No need to rush up there. Ball taken away from the player in midfield. A little too much onto this one. Probably wanted to play this one into his feet. A little too much purchase on this one. We must also make mention, Eli, despite we give the attacker a lot of praise for Mabouya Valley, but we must make mention of the defense as well.
It's been solid.
Very solid. Very solid. Every time that Soufriere think they have a chance, the central defenders and wing defenders combine to assure that they just nullify the attack of Soufriere. Again, Eli, you see Mabouya Valley just keeping possession of the football. It's what you do when you're up two. Basically, you have Soufriere chasing some shadows at the Philip Master grounds.
The way the lighting has improved here, I would like to suggest that there are not too many shadows, but I get your drift. They're unable to get a hold of the football as it stands, and the goal scorer, Kevon Edward, is the one down. He's up on his feet now. Looks like he's probably been substituted.
Look like he's run his race.
Hopefully he didn't sprain his thumb on that goal celebration.
Yeah, just probably just, did as much as he can, so somebody else will come in to take his place.
Calamitas in the back there for Soufriere, but Mabouya not able to capitalize on that.
Creating their own problems, and it's a corner in favor of the Valley.
I think Soufriere, the shoulders have dropped and they look a bit dejected at the moment, critic.
That's why I said earlier on they play well within themselves, but just not able to win games.
As my good friend David Shakes Christopher would say, Mabouya Valley, they're in the ascendancy in this second half down at the Philip Mansell ground, leading this contest by 2-0 and seeming quite comfortable at the moment.
Basically, just have to keep the football and see how best you can increase. There's no rushing attack. The ball really likes him, it looks like.
And I think he likes it right back.
He's a right back by trade.
I see what you did there.
But it's all well and good. I mean, the competition stretches 2 round robins. So if you can gather points at this instance, why not? Take all the points you could get right now.
Of course, Mabouya Valley looking to extend their lead at the top of the table to 10 points this evening. Albeit they would have played 2 games more than Central Castries and Leclerc, who have fixtures right here this weekend.
Yeah, we'll get a glimpse of Central Castries and Leclerc. We haven't seen them for a bit, so let's see what they're going to come with down here at the Philip Master grounds. Yeah, that is what they're made of at the back. Gritty, strong, loads of tenacity to ensure they get a clean sheet.
Of course, if you are wondering, tomorrow's action We'll see Choiseul come up against Denry in the first encounter at 7 p.m. to be followed by Canries and Central Castries. That promises to be a pretty good one. And then on Sunday, South Castries getting their first point last weekend. They come up against the defending champions, Leclerc, who are fresh back. It's a penalty call there. Let's look at a replay there.
Yeah. Certainly a penalty. Sort of tough luck there for servants. I remember I often speak about the luck that Soufriere desire. There's a situation here for them.
Well, you also speak to the dangers of a 2-goal lead. Soufriere can hit the back of the net here. You'll think they want to make a push in the last 6 odd minutes and add it on time.
They will. Once they can convert, they're going to go for it. That's young, the skipper, Henry. Well tucked in the corner away from the goalkeeper, making it 2-1 in favor of Mabouya Valley. Soufriere pulling one back. Do they have enough gas in the tank to mount some other raids on Mabouya Valley? Again, this is how crazy football can be. Control a game for the 90, lead 2-0. And one instance, rather unfortunate for Servants, put his hand onto that ball. But this is just how football is, you know. Here is another instance. Here is another instance where you hear Mabouya Valley appealing for a handball.
Yeah, Ethan Okuli there on the scene. Ball going across or attempted to go across.
It's a corner there for Mabouya Valley. The players still trying to get the official attention, claiming that there was a handball in the area.
Just to make mention, the final game on Sunday at 8 p.m. We'll see Grosley coming up against Vayfor South, the home team.
Goal kick now to Soufriere. He went for a throw actually. Ball going in the other direction. Again, it's a situation now where we want to see total game management despite Mabouya Valley conceding Eli. Now is where the maturity comes in, the seniority of the team. They need to keep that ball out from certain areas to ensure that they can get over the line with the 3 points.
And I get the feeling that Soufriere is still not doing enough. You would have felt that They would have been a bit more buoyed by that goal.
Mabouya Valley just putting this one out of touch.
Experience of Brandon Sandiford. He's a young guy as well, but experienced enough. Been capped for St. Lucia previously. And winning that foul there, just slowing down the tempo of the game, and substitutions on deck, or at least a substitution on deck.
Plays toward the left side. Mabouya Valley still in control. Good recovery there by the left back. However, still a corner in favor of Mabouya Valley. Try to go across the defender. Look at what he tried to do.
Well, he's a left footer. We've seen him take several corner kicks of the left foot. So he's trying to go to the stronger foot.
His favorite side.
Yeah. But every single time I think he's attempted that this evening, he's been scooped by the
he's been intercepted.
The defense of Soufriere. Uncharacteristic there of Wendell Joseph losing that ball there.
We're just approaching the 90th minute. Not much time left in the encounter. We still see possession in favor of Mabouya Valley. Goalkeeper able to gather this one. Try to corral this one into himself to keep possession. Not getting a good bounce. Soufriere still continuing. Have some free minutes of added time for stoppages. And we see Mabouya Valley back with possession, a throw-in straight onto the opponent. Offside being called there, Eli. Soufriere still have about a minute or so to mount a challenge.
Well, you kind of feel like the game has gone and left Soufriere. I mean, anything's possible when you a goal down, but as I indicated, it just looks like the game has gone and left them. And an errant pass there, trying to get Jardel Phillip on the ball. He was not even making a forward run, but ball passed into space, so don't think Mabouya Valley will be in any rush to
sometimes the result not show the true picture, the complexion of the game, but you are in the Mabouya Valley camp or supporter of Mabouya Valley, you take your 3 points and you go home. Basically begging for the final whistle. It's a goal kick to Soufriere.
I would think it would come at any point in time now.
We see the skipper, Henry.
They need to be more direct, Critic. They don't have that amount of time to play intricate little passes and
If he says play on.
And there she blows 2 goals to 1 in favor of top of the table Mabouya Valley. Soufriere will be going back home licking their wounds. Well, at least they have the sulfur bath to help recuperate. But that's it for us here at the Philip Nasser grounds. Elijah Williams and the Critic Tennis in Glasgow saying good night, folks.
Well, at the end of it all, Mabouya getting the victory over Soufriere by 2 goals to 1. Claudio Joseph and of course Kavon Edward netting for Mabouya Valley, and Jazani Jordan Henry finding the whole onion bag for Soufriere. Not forgetting we'll be back here tomorrow for more action, and that of the St. Lucia Semi-Professional Football League for this year of 2025. And games will be also continuing on Sunday. So do get home safe, and of course we welcome you back here tomorrow night for some more action.
Gasoline, fire, kerosene, fire, gasoline, fire, this little girl, fire, why not start a fire, why not start a fire, girl, why not start a fire, bam bam big and a beat like jump jump, why not start a fire, why not start a fire, girl, why not start a fire, bam bam big and a beat like jump jump, you look good panigram, you look good in a real life too, when you dance, anything is possible, roll like tsunami, tsunami, I wanna wine on you, mommy, you ma, why not start a fire, why not start a fire, girl, why not start a fire, bam bam big and a beat like jum jum, why not start a fire, why not start a fire, girl, why not start a fire, bam bam big and a beat like jum jum, me tell you already, body gooder than gold. One shot at the end, got me all over you. Wine and drop it low, drop it low, drop it low. Baby, wine and shake the ground, shake the ground, shake the ground. Baby, roll like tsunami, tsunami. I wanna wine on you, mommy, you mommy. Roll like tsunami, tsunami. I wanna wine and I wanna wine and I wanna wine. Wine off that fire, wine off that fire, girl. Wine off that fire, bam bam big and a beat like jum jum. Wine off that fire, wine off that fire, sweetie. Wine off that fire, bam bam big and a beat like jum jum. Tilly bun Make us see the fire bum bum from Lucia straight down to London. Start a fire. fire. Act like something drop. Then over pick it up. Act like something drop. Then over pick it up and why not start a fire? Why not start a fire, girl? Why not start a fire? Bam bam big and a beat like drum drum. Why not start a fire? Why not start a fire, girl? Why not start a fire? Bam bam big and a beat like drum drum. Yeah, oh me tell you, boy. Yeah 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 yeah. Oh Lord. Body woulda done good. Bada booty, she can't wind up, good up. She can shake that body, hot like the summer. Shorty, I can put you down like the wind.
Okay, folks, I'm here with Jordan Henry, the skipper of the Soufriere team. Jordan, you don't look too disappointed. I mean, you guys have been fighting and battling throughout the whole campaign. There's another situation where you guys lost 2-1, but I can see that you guys are just missing this oof. What really you think that you guys are missing to get over the line?
I think we're missing like that killer instinct, like somebody that could just put the ball behind the net, and I think that's our big downfall starting of the season. Like we play the ball around, we pass it. Likewise Mabouya, but Mabouya capitalize on their chances. So
basically you'll nail it down to finishing, because other departments defense to a certain extent, the goalkeeper, midfield, but the final third, this is where you think that you guys have been lacking.
Yes, I feel like we should be more composed in front, like we rush a little bit, and that's been our downfall throughout this, the start of the season, and I feel like we need to improve on that. Probably with personal training as well, because I feel like some of us do actually work and then come to training, but sometimes it's not enough.
So you put it down probably that when you get back to your camp, probably the days or the week leading towards your next gameplay, some soul searching in terms of finishing and having persons take more responsibility from their practice and bring it onto the pitch.
Yes, I feel like we should take charge of our own destiny. Don't wait on chances to arrive.
All right, Jordan, you heard it, folks. Jordan saying that they need to take more responsibility in the final third, make probably have chances, and probably they can get over the line. Jordan, I wish you and your camp all the best and hope that you can improve in that part of the game for your next encounter.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm here with the captain of the Mabouya Valley team, the team in charge of the league right now. You guys are on top of the table and sitting pretty well and playing pretty well. What do you nail it down to, Brandon, that you guys can continue in that vein and win every time, sometimes from behind, whichever way it comes, but you guys always get that 3 points?
Well, it comes down to our hard work, because you can see in the game, we're putting in the work. Well, also I'm tired. Everybody tired. You know, we're working hard.
Putting in a shift.
Yes, you have to work hard and just have the strength, courage. Even though you're tired, go again. Hard luck, play again. That's it. You have to just be together.
Also, I realize that the team has a good balance. Not only youngsters, but you do have in the mix, for example, Stubbins, who has a senior figure. What do players like Stubbins bring to this team?
Well, it brings a calmness to the team, a leader. Because before, like last season, we didn't have that. So we brought in 2 veteran centre backs, so they can control the team, control the game from behind, talk to us as younger guys, because most of our players are young, under 21, so they can lead us and tell us what to do, what not to do. That's what.
Also impressive in the mix is young Tej. Normally I see him play as right back, but today I saw him play as a left back. Is it that good to be playing both left back and right back?
Well, Tej, yeah, he good. Right foot, left foot, anything. Work hard. You see, you get the ball right at the field. You can do everything, you know. Yeah, man.
Good. So good encouragement. Continue to play. Go and get your recovery, and I'm hoping that you guys can continue as we go along with the competition. And so far so good. It's a double round robin. Do you have enough gas in the tank to go all the way?
No, we have a deep team. So today you might see some guys play. The next match you might see somebody rested. We have enough players. Sometimes we just continue training and work hard. Yeah, man, we can do it.
All right, guys. All the best, and I wish you all the best going even further in the competition. All right, cool. So, folks, this brings us to the end of our stream on our second game for tonight, right here at the Philip Master Ground, which was contested between the league leaders Mabouya Valley and Soufriere. Mabouya Valley coming up trumps, winning 2-1. See you next time.